This is Shop Millipup's channel, and I've finally gotten all the technical difficulties out the way. I'm sure you can hear the waves in the background. I'm here standing on Mosselbay Beach, and I've got my screen shared with you so we can see what is happening on Track. We can monitor some live streaming on the Shop Millipup boat. As you can see here, there are Ayrton and Dylan. They are on their way up to Nature's Valley. So day one is starting in Plettenberg Bay. They head up to Nature's Valley, and then from Nature's Valley, I believe this year there's no compulsory stop. However, they need to maybe do a little beach run. I can find out some more details. And then they make their way down to Mosselbay with only one fuel stop along the way. You can see them here passing another boat. Couldn't see what number that was. But yeah, I will be live streaming every day, just giving you guys updates every now and then. I'll take a break or two and keep you in the loop. Let's see if we can find them on Track. Okay, just for those that don't know, we have three classes. This is split up into, as you'll see, the rookies, which are part of the stock class. They've just split it this year because there are 12 rookies this year. Last year there were 37 teams, or 36, and this year there are 49 teams that have entered, if I'm not mistaken. 12 of them are rookies, have never done the Trans Agulhas before. Then we have the standard class, which is also just called stock class. Those are all the engines are not modified to any degree. It's just out of the box and you need to race it like that. Then we have the pro stock, also known as blueprints. This is the most difficult class to win the Trans Agulhas in. It's only been done a few times. And then you have the modified class, which is the engines which can be modified a lot more than the blueprints. The blueprints are only allowed small modifications within a certain guideline that's provided. And yes, and basically each class are racing against each other, so obviously you would want to win your class. However, if you win the overall Trans Agulhas, there's also a prize for that. In the past, it has mostly been modified, although it has been done in the blueprint / pro stock class. Okay, let's zoom in here. So Track is not always kept up to date. It lags behind sometimes, as you can see there, for example, on boat number 44. When you do see that, it's not that the boat has stopped, it's just that there's signal loss, and so it lags a bit. However, I'll be monitoring it and giving you updates on any of those leader changes, and trying to keep up to date with what's actually happening, and then also swapping between the track and the live stream of their boats. We also have another boat live streaming on it, and I'm just waiting to get the link from them. Once I have that, I will most certainly share it. So it seems things are going pretty smoothly for Ayrton and Dylan, getting in the groove there, holding nice and tight. Ocean seems fairly flat. They prefer the rougher conditions. Obviously your local racing drivers will prefer the rougher waters as they're used to it, whereas the guys from up north that are more used to dam racing will prefer the flatter water. The teams that they have caught up, they had a little bit, Shop Millipup had a little bit of a slow start. They are boat number one. I think the engine didn't start the first few pulls, so they were 10 seconds slow off the starting line. However, it seems to have caught up nicely. They are in third place now in the Pro Stock, and once again, as predicted, the modifieds are flying ahead. Sorry for that. I am back. Just doing a little quality test there. Yeah, I will be, for those that might have just joined, keeping you up to date with the day one of the Trans Agulhas from Plettenberg Bay up to Nature's Valley and back to Mosselbay, where the crew and the teams will spend the evening. On day two, we'll make our way from Mosselbay to Stillby. It's a bit of a less intense day compared to today. And then for the third day, it will be from Stillby to Strathspy. That's the shortest day of the 4 days. And then the final day, being the longest, is from Strathspy to Eilenkrol, just past Pearly Beach, where they will stop. They'll all regather. That's the first stage of day 4, and then the second stage of day 4, which is the final stage, is from Eilenkrol to the Strand Beach. Let's hope the weather holds out so that we can make sure we do get on the water. It has happened in the past where the weather conditions are so poor that they either delay the starts or they just cancel one of the stages, especially the one around danger points. Okay, so things are still looking pretty similar. Boat 85 of the Pro Stock, keeping very close to Shop Shop Millipap along with boat 100. This is the turnaround point, if I'm not mistaken, at Nature's Valley. So this is where things can go wrong for boats. They can. Let's maybe jump to the live view and see. Okay, so that must be boat 85 then, on the right there of your screen. Oh, there was some jump there, some lag. So it seems like they might have done their turn. Yo, the water's looking a lot more choppy now. Definitely going to be more tough out there. You can see how the boys are bouncing around. Really working that throttle, Ethan is. You can see his hand coming off there, off the throttle as he pushes it forward like that. He's just taking it off so when they are in the air, he doesn't have it open, so the motor doesn't run while it's out the water. Yeah, you lose power when you land and it causes the boat to struggle a bit. So that's the skill. Yeah, the boys are flying. There, Dylan's goggles have just come off. Oh no. Yeah, we're gonna have to make a note of that. We're gonna have to find a better way of keeping those goggles on. Let's have a look on track. Ah, seems like it hasn't, it's not loading. Let's go back and reload it. For those that are watching on track later, that is sometimes a good option. There we go. We have just gotten a message now from the beach here, from Sixkan Grill, to say that a boat has broken down. So that is the first casualty of the event. Yeah, the modifieds are really pulling away now. However, with the conditions being a bit more tough and obviously their direction changing, which means that the wind is coming off a different angle, it will change the boats that perform the best, which gives the Pro Stock a much bigger advantage over the modifieds in more rough conditions, as mentioned before. Okay, I'm going to take a break for 10 minutes. If you would like to follow on Track, you can download the app at the Play Store, Track, and just search for Trans Agulhas. You can view it live there. You can also go onto Facebook, onto Dylan Berger's profile. If you search Dylan Berger, you'll see on his profile picture, it circles it saying live. If you click on that, it will take you to the Shop Millie Puppets Boats live camera feed. But yeah, that is me for now, and I'll be back later. I am back. Just a quick update. We have lost the live feed. So this evening we'll, however, just having a quick look at Track. There are quite a few posts that have also gone offline, which could be a cause for the live stream to have dropped. Obviously, a bad spot for signal. So what you are seeing here isn't 100% accurate. Boat 85 is completely offline, and they will still be somewhere in between boat number 1 and 27 here. So if I do it like maybe like that, yeah, boat 85 will be in between there. They are just offline, so don't be too fooled by the placings. Yeah, 27, boat 27 was their rivals for the nationals, so yeah, that's the boat that they will want to win or beat. Sorry, today in the Pro Stock class. But yeah, things are going smoothly. I believe they are coming to the beach stop shortly. Uh, Based on our estimations, it would be about an hour in, and we are now 48 minutes into day number 1 of the Trans Agulhas. There is the beach stop, as you can see. Yes, for beach stop. Yeah, we'll wait and see what happens there. That is often where things can also go wrong. Either beaching too far into the beach, making it difficult for the pilots to carry the boat back into the water. It is also important to note that there can be no interference with the boats or the races. So the crew that stands there with the fuel tank may not touch them. They cannot help them carry the fuel can. There is a specific mark where all the fuel cans will be. The co-pilot will have to run up to that point, find his fuel tank, grab it, run back, load it, unplug the other one, drop the other one, or you'll run up with the empty one, pick up the full one, take it to the boat, plug it in, and off they go again. Something to add to the fuel stops is it's a lot of strategy involved. You need to know how many liters your boat uses per kilometer, depending on the conditions. So obviously in rougher conditions, you'll use more fuel. That makes it quite strategic in terms of how many liters do you put on your boat up until that fuel stop, and in the second fuel tank, how many liters you put there, because you don't want to be riding too heavy with too much fuel, as that will slow you down. That is also where experience comes into play, understanding the ocean, predicting the conditions in order to travel as light as possible. Let's see if boat 85 has come back. Seems they have not. Seems like we've lost 2 or 3 more boats on track in the front. As mentioned before, just note that there we go, there another boat appears. Track is not always up to date, also dependent on signal. So what you see is not always the actual true reflection of what the results are. Okay, well, that is the update for now. Let's hope the beach stop goes smoothly. I'll be back when they get to the beach stop. Okay, I am back, and they have done the beach stop at Swartvlei. Shop Millipap didn't have a fantastic stop, dropping them 1 position in the Pro Stock class, so they are 4th now, but just behind 2 boats. As you can see, catching boat number 27 again, getting very close. They should overtake them very, very shortly. It seems like boat 88, Dreyer and them, unfortunately, something has gone wrong. I haven't confirmed it yet, but their tracker is live and they've been stuck at Swartvlei for quite some time, since before the other boats even arrived, so perhaps they got towed in there or something. But yeah, otherwise the modifieds still flying, although boat 85 seems to be catching them, so that's a good sign for Pro Stock class. And other than that, just a quick little video update from the beach stop. Unfortunately, we don't have any going, but there is Shop Millipap coming to the beach. You can see the waves they have to get through, and that's how the beach stop works. You drop off your empty can, you pick up your full one, and yeah. Okay, I'm back again. Quick little update. Firstly, boat 88. The reason tracker was stuck on Swartvlei was because their original tracker broke. So someone reprogrammed a new tracker, was waiting for them on the fuel stop, handed them the new tracker. So now we have got their live feedback. They are actually running 2nd, behind boat 85, with Shop Millipap in 3rd place. But very closely behind is boat 11 and 27, which is Flippy Skuman and Rikus Roo. Yeah, so race is on. Seems like all the Pro Stocks are still in it, which is great news. and there was one modified boat, and I'm not sure of the number, I think it's the M96, that when they got to the beach stop here, they had in the wilderness, they just had to run around a flag. It's not a fuel stop, but they obviously beached their boat or something went wrong, and unfortunately fell behind slightly, although I'm sure they'll start catching up again. Yeah, so truck will probably go a bit laggy again once they get further from the coast because of lack of signal, but that is currently the status. And then just to watch a second video of what happened on the fuel stop with Chop Chop Millipap. They now connecting the fuel tank, and unfortunately once again, same as the start this morning, struggling to get the engine going, and once they did, they were beached. So it took, unfortunately, a couple more seconds than I would have hoped to get going. But nevertheless, there you can see them go. Yeah. For now, I'll be out and I'll be back in a couple of minutes time. Okay, I'm back. The little update here. So Chop Chop Millipap is running in third place at the moment in the Pro Stock. There are 5 modifieds ahead. It seems, however, that the Pro Stocks are catching the modifieds. There you can see they just went all offline now. But yeah, they are definitely confirmed 5 modifieds ahead. They're doing another stop now. We should see them coming in the big bay here in Mosselbay Beach very shortly. Yeah, they've got after that 3 more stops until the finish line, but otherwise things are going pretty smoothly. Seems like most of the boats are still in the race. We haven't had too many casualties, which is great news. It's always nice to have competition and for everyone to stay in it. Estimated time of arrival here on the beach is probably around 11 in the next hour or so, and yeah, we're looking forward to that. And then at around 12 o'clock, depending on when the last boat comes in, we'll have our surf circuit, which is going to always be exciting as per usual. And yeah, we'll definitely take some videos and live stream and updates on the surf circuits. Okay, little update before the last beach stop in Klein Brakrivier. The stop in Groot Brakrivier didn't go so well for Chop Chop Millipap. Fell slightly behind, but then they caught back up with Dreyer. I think this might be stuck now. Yes, Dreyer in boat 88 and Ayrton in boat 1. There we go. It's updated. Are right on each other. Very good friends. So it's awesome to see the competition. We're coming here into Klein Brakrivier for the final stop. Let's see what happens. Boat 85, also known as Pang, is far ahead, and there we just have a boat come in on the beach. However, I'm not sure if this is not part of the race, because what we will see coming in first is Eben in boat M221, who is far ahead. As we can see, they are offline now, but they are far ahead. As per usual, Eben is the one that has won it the most times. And yeah, so, ooh, that's nice. The map seems to be updating now. So yeah, let's see what happens when they come into the beach here. Hopefully Chop Chop Millipap can only just be 1 minute behind. Based on my last calculations, they were about 1 minute and 5 seconds behind the leader of the Pro Stock, which isn't too bad on day 1. Then they have their surf circuit, which also allows them to catch up some time. Okay, we are back. Here comes in boat 221, Eben. First boat's in for day 1 at the Trans Agulhas. So I was wrong earlier. Apparently Eben's won it 5 times. I just heard now in the background. 5, yeah, going for his 5-time win. tomorrow I'll have a little bit more details on the teams, and I'll also have a bit more of an update on how the surf circuit works and how the timing and all the scoring works, and keep you up to date with the overall times of each team.
If we can grab even quickly before the second boat arrives. I'm not too sure how far the microphone is going to.
Here we got our 6 Gun Grill host, who's also Shop Millipap sponsor. Thanks to 6 Gun Grill and Infanta Inflatables for sponsoring the boat to Shop Millipap.
Find out what the conditions were like out there. Right, permission to take the helmet off. Well done. Looks like first part of the job went well. What are the conditions like out there?
Well, quite flat around here. Around the weather, it's not quite choppy. The problem is the first part is hard on the engine. It's sort of got a bit off the rhythm, and yeah,
so it was just...
And Devon, from your side, smooth sailing out there.
so the first time I ran it forward. I haven't even gone to the last one, but it's so far so good.
Here comes in our second boat. Another modified. Yo, they are flying. M49. So they were saying that the water wasn't as rough going up to Nature's Valley. It was quite flat, and then there was, I think, a bend somewhere out there in the bay where it got a bit rougher, but it looks quite calm here, and this is perfect water for the modified. So yeah, not surprised to see the modifieds come in first. We'll probably see 2 more modifieds according to the tracking app. 2 more modifieds come in, and then some blueprints mixed with modifieds thereafter. I'll be online again when Shop Millipap comes in. Here we are, the first Pro Stock boat, Pang, coming in, boat 85. And this is going to be the team to beat in the Pro Stock class this year for sure. I think the modifieds, only chance of beating them is if you have really rough water in the next few days.
So brilliant performance there from Leon Moran and Harry Erasmus.
Okay, and that should be Shop Millipap coming in very soon.
The boats are going to start coming in quicker succession now. Looks like the next one coming to view is the 88 boat.
Okay, so Marshmallow Pop must have... No, I don't think he's right. I think this is 6 Gun Grill. I think this is Shop Millipap. It is. I also think so. Yes, please. So they've taken Marshmallow Pop. They're in second place. Okay, we're gonna have to help them carry the boat. There comes Marshmallow Pop, Dreyer, the pilot. There he is. Full update. We're headed to Shop Millipap drivers. And there's the team making some samis. The legends. Yeah, there's the team. We are on the beach of Mosselbay. And yes, the last few. So that is it for day 1 of the Trans. Yeah. These are little waves today around the surf circuit, and that also counts towards the total time of the entire race. So it's very important that you don't flip or anything. If you do, then you will get the person in last place's time plus 2 minutes. So that's the penalty if you don't finish a surf circuit race. And yeah, I will start another live stream when the surf circuit starts and take it from there.